Okay, we could be live. We are live. So, how to stream to Patreon, and more importantly, how can my audience control my stream remotely while they're watching Patreon? That's what we're working on. Okay, so there's the stream. Why do I have that? Excuse me. Okay, there we go. All right. So now we'll go through the cameras. Here's the above camera, the 360 cam. Here's the game capture. Here's the checkers cam. But where's checkers? Checkers. Checkers. Where are you at? Over here. Come over here. Okay, I got something here, but it's not food. It's just something to chew on. Come on, buddy. There, you can try chewing that up. That won't hurt you. Okay, so that's the checkers cam. Here's our chat. Let's do a test. Okay, that's working. And okay, so now let's go to the game capture. Now, more importantly, now I'm going to go to Patreon and pretend that I'm a Patreon supporter. And I'm going to go watch the stream here. Okay, so I'm watching the checker cam on Patreon right now. So there's a little bit of a delay, I believe. So I'll keep watching here, and hopefully, what is this? I'm not entirely sure this is working. I know why. No? Okay. Let's go. No, this is not working. This is an older version. Okay. Let's see. Got to do some troubleshooting here. Okay, now yeah, so that's not quite working like I thought it would. So let me set up a new one, and I'm in Patreon right now. I'm setting up a new stream. Okay, next, then I gotta schedule it. Publish. Okay, so that worked. So now I'm watching 10 minutes ago. Oh, that's because of the timer. Okay, so now let's go to full screen just so something changes. And we'll see if it changes to full screen on Patreon also. Can you see Checkers in the Checkers cam? Yep, there he is. There's our little buddy. Okay. Now lots of people when they're doing iRacing use a pedal cam. So I guess that matches it, or is also a good pedal cam. Okay, so my Patreon stream is changing also. So we are now live streaming on Patreon, YouTube, and Twitch at the moment. But more importantly now, here's what I want to test. Okay, now we're going to see if I can switch this from Patreon. Look at that. So right now, you, the audience, if you're a Patreon supporter, have the ability to run my stream. Now, I got to figure out if this even makes sense, because let's say you're multiple, there's people watching the stream, and somebody's in Patreon and they're clicking away, right? They're clicking away, jumping all over the place. So that's just going to piss everybody off. So maybe it's going to be an admin screen. But when I'm on my boat streaming, which is what this is all designed for, I'm at home right now testing, getting ready. But when I'm on my boat and I'm driving my boat, I'm going to have multiple cameras, and this would give an admin the ability to change my scenes, change my my screens from one camera to another. Like this overhead camera, when I'm on my boat, I can raise it up. It's only up about 3 feet right now, but I can go up 9 feet so that it looks like a low-flying drone. So somebody controlling my stream, if something happens where people want to see the boat, like I'm sailing, let's say, and you want to see the sails and everything, the admin can go to this camera. Now I'm also going to have a camera on myself, like this one, on my face, so that we can switch to that. We can also put picture in picture, so you could have a picture of my face on this scene. The other thing we can do, and we can do this from, let's see, can't do this from the admin, but we can do it from here. So I can set up, I have to do this at the boat, but I can set up multiple views. Like that. I can go, this probably won't work out too good, but I can go 3 views. See, that's going to be a little bit too narrow. But on the boat, I'm going to have 3 cameras, one on me, one out the side of the boat that can zoom, and then one from above, so we can use a view like this as an example. But okay, so now let me do that. I'm gonna go to full screen. Now I'm a Patreon supporter or an admin, and I can control this from Patreon. In fact, I could give anybody access to this, although you're not going to give anybody access, but I can give other people access. And they'll be able to control the stream. That's slick. Because one of the things I'm concerned about is when I'm driving the boat, there's going to be times when things are hairy, and I'm not going to want to be the one controlling everything. So let's just do a few laps here. Gotta I gotta increase my volume on my game capture. Unfortunately, I gotta set this thing up every time. No, it's up at max volume. Let's look at graphics. I'm gonna try these graphics settings and see if this works. How this works. Now there is very little delay. There's no delay from in my streaming system. The only delay there's going to be is what Twitch and YouTube have. So we're at Crandon in Wisconsin. Off-road track. This is a Pro 4 truck. I'm on the short course, or they're on the short course this week. What's the matter, Ivy? I got a dog moaning over there. She's wanting something. Hey, this is a pretty good lap. I screwed up that corner though. Ah, shoot. It's still a good lap though. It's almost my best lap ever. So I was 1/10 of a second off of my best lap ever. I don't know what's going on. It must be the track conditions today are very suitable for good laps. I could beat my all-time record today. Oops, let's fix that. Okay, I'm back in the pits. New set of tires. Not that I wore them out anyway. You're not going to wear your tires out in 2 laps. Oh, wow. Screwed up a little bit there. I mean, I just screwed up a tad on that corner, and it cost me about 3/10. A little bit too deep there on that one. Oh, wow. Best lap ever. Yeah, not only fastest today, fastest ever. A 43.300. That's not bad. I wish somebody else would come into this practice and somebody fast and lay down a really fast lap, because that I'm above average, and that's a really good lap. But there's people that'll beat that for sure. In fact, I had 2 mistakes on that lap and still got my fastest ever. Now, I'm also doing a qualifying lap. By starting over like this in the pits, I'll show you what I'm doing. Well, you can see what I'm doing. That's not a normal lap. In fact, I'll do a couple, 2 or 3, so you can see the difference. So I'm going slow. I'm going way outside here. I'm trying to get the biggest run I can at that first corner. And I hit the wall. Went a little bit too far inside on that first corner and hit the wall a little bit. I'm not even sure if you could see it on the screen, but I could feel the tire hit it. Trying to minimize my tire spin. Now this time I'm not going to do a qualifying. Not going to go start over in the pits. Okay, that's a pretty good lap. See, look at, I'm down 0.3 because I didn't do a qualifying lap style. That's okay. See, I didn't have a good entry into that corner, and I lost some time. Don't usually go into 6th gear that early, but let's see how that works. Not so good. Okay, screwed that up pretty good. Okay, so the person on Patreon, my admin that's controlling this, is he's sick of looking at racing. He wants to look at checkers. And then here comes Hades, and he's got my shoe. Come on, buddy. Where'd you get that? Come on, Hades. Come here, boy. Big Great Dane stole my shoe. Come on. Hades, come on, buddy. Don't make me get up. Come on. Okay, this is cool. Now, what's going to be even cooler, if I can figure out how to do it, is I want to get a zoom camera with remote control that somebody on Patreon can control. So you can, as I'm driving my boat in the ICW and there's a great big tug barge up ahead, or there's some place that somebody would know, there's a wildlife, let's say, there's a deer or a crocodile or dolphins, then somebody remotely is going to be able to jump to that camera, to that zoom camera, and zoom right in. And what I'm hoping we can do is also take wildlife pictures, stills. That'll be cool. Okay, so I'm going to shut this stream down. Testing is successful. I know I'm jumping around a lot, but I'm just loving remote control of this stream. So I got to go retrieve my shoe from Hades. If anybody's on, it doesn't look like anybody's on. Let me explain one more thing. So in the chat, you see a Blism there. That's just me grabbing a quote that I like. I give credit to Rumi, who wrote the quote, but I alter them, and I've got a bunch of them, my favorites. But what I'm doing is converting somebody's quote into an affirmation. so that you could use it or I could use it and we can talk to ourselves. So as an example, what Rumi said was, you can, as you start to walk, your way will appear. So I changed it to, as I start to walk, my way will appear. And then also on the location link down below, people will be able to click on that in the stream on YouTube, and they'll be able to check my location. So on YouTube, I'm live. Oh, I know what's wrong. You can't click on that. You can't click on it because it's... I gotta do something different. Watch this. Okay. So I'm on YouTube also. And I'm just testing. So I'm going to go back to Restream. No, I'm sorry. I'm going to go back to Patreon. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to go to the chat. Okay, now I'm going to go to YouTube. See, I have the chat coming out in two different places. One is in OBS in my game capture, and the other what happened there? Okay. Now, oh, I know what's wrong. Okay, now, nope, you can't click on that there either. Okay, so I thought you could click on it if I was streaming it from from a phone, which is what I'm doing. So that doesn't work. But what does work is if you're in YouTube and you're watching my stream, when it comes up in the chat on YouTube, you click it, and it will pop open a screen that shows where I'm at. I can't show that. I mean, I could, but I don't have, I can't show that to the stream right now. But it works. So in other words, when I click on that location link, when you click on it, you're on YouTube or Twitch, and you click on that link in your chat, you're going to see that. It's going to take you to where my boat is on a Google map. Okay, so that's it for today. I got, oh, can you see, hold on. Can you see the Hades Meister? Come here, Hades. Can you see here? Oh, there's Hades. The big 170-pound Great Dane. Come here, buddy. Yeah, where'd you put my shoe? Saw you take my shoe. Okay, that's it.